Alright, just got done reading Kagurabachi Chapter 121. Be ready, bro. Be ready for it. Just letting y'all know that right now. And before I get into the chapter, before I do that, I want to show the popularity poll. Because I don't think I'll get copyright stream for this. God, I better not. Um, alright, so I'm gonna show the popularity poll. Bang. Alright, so out of 23,000 votes, Chihiro is obviously the most popular character. I mean, come on, he's the main character. Like, let's be real. It's literally my profile picture right now. He did used to be Shiva, but that's nevertheless. Um, Second place is really surprising. We have Uraha at number two. I would have thought it would have been someone like Shiba, Azami, maybe Samura. But Hakuri. But Uraha being number two is really surprising. Is that why? Is that why they brought him back, or is that why the author brought him back? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's why Hokusono brought him back in the first place. All right. Third place is Sakuri. He's technically the Vegeta of the story. I don't like calling him the Vegeta because of the story because like he's not like Vegeta at all, but he's the I don't know what the word is. Do protagonist? I think I don't know what it is, but he's the second protagonist in my eyes. That Hakuri is the second protagonist in my eyes. Shiba's number four. Fire. My goat, my glorious Shiba. Okay, that sounds crazy. And then Samura is number five. Very fitting. Samura is up there with me. Samura's up there with Shiba as like one of my favorite characters. So very justified. Very justified. All right, now we get into the actual chapter. So it starts with the aftermath of the big metal ball, the Magneto ult, the Hitato throw. I ain't gonna lie, I'm mad I didn't make that joke. I saw someone else make that joke the last chapter, and I'm so mad I didn't make that joke. I'm so mad I didn't make that joke too. But yeah, this is after the Magneto ult. Everything is destroyed. There's a giant crater in the middle of the island. Shiba teleports into the middle of the island and sees Ardu, who had tanked the blast. Well, not tanked, but he survived it and he's regenerating. So with the power of the Dantenseki, he can regenerate as well, which is pretty evident. With you know what I'm saying, he literally regenerated his throat being slit. So yeah, that makes sense. So then we see Hirato come in with the swing. He blocks it. Uh, Ryu blocks it while regenerating. Then he stomps on the ground. All this rubble just comes up. You know what I mean? Classic anime stuff. Remember when Toji stomped on the ground and then all the rubble came up and he was shooting all the rubble at the rabbits. Basically, what he did there with like much larger chunks. You feel me? And then we get the tidbit that for someone that's healing something, it obviously heals them and nullifies the enemy sorcery. And for the enemy, it dulls their senses. So now they're disoriented while they're fighting this guy. So yeah, pretty disoriented right now. So Hirato holds on to So Hirato is trying to hold down what's his face? Hirato is trying to hold down Aryu in a sense. And because of that, he starts levitating again, and Sheba comes on or comes behind him and grabs his arm. Not grabs his arm. He grabs his shoulder. Excuse me. And then Sheba's weight is amplified because Aryu's talk about so heavy, and it pulls him back down to the ground. It pulls him back down to the ground. Um, and then we get the lore reveal of Shiba's sorcery fully for the first time. And I'm just gonna read it word for word. Shiba's sorcery, Itazora, Itazora, I think that's how you say it. Parentheses, wicked trick, enables him to activate a momentary error for himself and whomever he touches, freely manipulating their positional information and physical properties such as height, weight, and so on. So it's basically teleportation, which we know it's just basic teleportation. But to teleport, he has to amplify the same exact weight as the person that he's trying to teleport. So that's why his sorcery doesn't work on him, because Sheba can't amplify the same weight as this guy. So yeah. And while he's getting held down by Hiruto and Sheba, Machiro uses his sorcery again. Bang, 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 shockwaves, right? Just holding him down even more. And you know what? I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say it yet. I'm not gonna say what I was about to say yet. So as we're doing this, Yoshino, or as all three of them are doing this, Yoshinojo also pulls up too, right? The big Kenpachi looking guy. He pulls up too. And then as all of them are pulling up, all and Ardu has freaking metal chunks stuck to him because of the shockwaves. He finally decides to use some of that Dainseki power. And he sh- uh, he shoots three shockwaves and kills Yoshinojo instantly. Puts three giant holes through his body, and kills him instantly. And I'm just gonna read this word for word. Up till now, the reconstruction of the environment that devastated Japan's strongest sorcerers was merely the side effect of the Sumika wielded by the six Mikaboshi guardians. Its real power is the power to annihilate the enemy, which occurs in tandem with a unique spirit energy reaction. And then in the sky, we see this giant like centipede, scorpion, crab looking thing. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. But we see this giant freaking crab, scorpion, centipede thing coming from the sky out of like this black void. Or actually, no, it's not coming out of a void. It's coming from Aryu's body because the little crab claw thing is connected to Aryu, and that is what killed Yoshinojo instantly. And then the same thing happens to Hidito. He gets three holes blown through him instantly, also killing him instantly as well. And then the saddest one, probably, Mashiro also gets three holes blown through him as well. Shiba looks back at this because he's obviously shocked at this. He looks back at his student per se, and Shiba, with his final breath, shoots his sword towards Ryu in a ditch attempt to get him to kill him. But his sword hits him dead in the neck, but it doesn't pierce him at all. It doesn't pierce him at all. It doesn't pierce him at all. And then you just see not Shiba. You see Mashiro's sad face after seeing it absolutely do nothing. And God, this chapter hurts, man. This chapter hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. I knew Mashiro and them were gonna die. I literally said in the last chapter that three of them were, or not the last chapter, but I literally said when Sheba was in the interrogation room crying, I literally knew that all three of them were gonna die. I knew three of them were gonna die. But I literally called it, and it still hurts to see. You feel me? It hurts to see. But after that, after the sword does absolutely nothing to him, Aryu grabs the sword, turns around, and slashes Sheba across the neck. And then we get the title card, chapter 121, the Ishimura talks end. Then we see the aftermath of everyone dead. We see Hirato dead. We see Yoshinojo dead. We see Sheba getting dragged by Aryu with his neck slit. And now after this, and then we see Mashiro dead on the floor as well, which is all the destruction of the island. And we get Mashiro's story and or his backstory. I'm just gonna read it. I figured the reason I got paired up with Shiva was to balance us out because I'm a runt. It's an honor to meet you, sir, Mashiro says. Dude, you don't need to be so formal, said by Shiva. Mashiro continues again. My folks kicked me out when I was little. The Sorcery Bureau took me in, but they were all about training. I never experienced actual warmth. Everything a kid isn't supposed to do, you taught me. Seriously, dude, take responsibility. And then it shows Mashiro and Shiba smoking some cigarettes. If they catch us, you better take the licks with me. Don't worry, dumbass. We'll blow the joint before they catch either of us with my sorcery. And then we see Shiba laughing along with him. So where was I? The reason I'm Shiba's partner, it's obvious. Who else could it be? And then it cuts to Mashiro dead again. Like Mashiro just had the look of him not being able to survive, bro. Like I don't want to sound negative, bro. I don't, but Mashiro just had that look to him that he wouldn't survive until the end. One, because this is a flashback arc, and Shiba had never mentioned Mashiro up until this point, and I don't know, bro. They were really good friends, bro. It's so sad that this happened because they were really good friends. Like this Shiba really did everything for this kid and like really became friends with this kid after he had nobody, and after that he just all that life together is just amounts to nothing. Shiba and Mashiro knew the consequences of this, but still, it's like, man, I don't, God, bro. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep being stuck on this. So Shiba wakes up with his throat still slit while being dragged by Mash or not Mashiro, sorry, by Aryu. And then we go back to the king of the Mikaboshi, because remember, freaking what's his name? Aryu's the prince of the Mikaboshi, so the old guy from the beginning is the king. So he drags him back to the king of the Mikaboshi, and then and while she was getting dragged, by the way, he's asking how is he still alive, and then he answers his question. Sumika grants me and my comrades the gift of healing. I've applied that gift to you as a special disposition, but just enough to avoid a lethal wound. Thanks to your excessive blood loss, you're barely conscious, and your strength is utterly exhausted. Don't try to move. And then Shiba sees Mashiro's dead body in his mind again. And while being exhausted and experiencing great blood loss, this man jumps up behind him and tries to kick him in the neck, which he gets slammed into the ground, obviously, after. But I really respect Shiba for still trying to fight him. I really respect that. I really respect him still trying to fight. Jesus Christ, bro. This is a tough read, man. This is crazy. He gets slammed into the ground, and then Shiba questions him on why didn't he just kill him too. And then this I hate this guy. I hate this guy now. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Oh shit, my bad. And then this guy's talking about your sorcery is quite useful. We'll need a messenger to relay our demands and tell them our military superiority. And then this guy wants to sit down on the couch again and try an ore farm in front of Shiba when he's freaking on the floor. God, I hate this guy so much. Ishimura talks. And then we have the narrator saying again. Nobuhara Himura, Tetsuo Harita, Akira Takayama, Hiruto Soga, Yoshinojo Soga, Shuji Mashiro. These 6 men were killed. Togo Shiba, 1 man alone, returned to Japan. And that is Kagurabachi Chapter 121. I haven't felt this sad about a chapter ever since Chihiro, ever since Enten was destroyed. Well, destroyed, quote unquote. You get what I'm trying to say. Ever since Enten was destroyed, and Samura and Chihiro were fighting Akamura. I haven't been like this since that. God, dude. Like, I knew they were going to die too. I knew Hiruto, Yoshinojo, and Machiro were going to die, bro. I knew they were gonna die. I knew it. But I like I didn't want to. I can't even put my thoughts into words right now. This is bad. This is bad. I can't even put my thoughts into words right now. It's bad, man. It's bad. But yeah, that's it for this chapter. I completely understand why this guy was crying in that interrogation room. I would cry too if I was Shiva, man. It's bad, bro. It's bad. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one. See you on the next one. Goodbye. Stay safe.